Hi everybody, Nicole Andrews here with FLEXICON workout long and lean. So this long and lean class is a mixture of things. If you like Pilates, if you like bar workouts, these are the type of exercises we're going to be using with the FLEXICON machine. And I'm going to show you how we're going to get set up. So go to your bands and you're going to take, and this is going to have to vary, so you could pause the video when you need to, but we're going to start up with a setup here. And so we're going to be using, I use a red band, the lighter band would be your yellow, and it's okay to have a couple of them until you know where you're at through this loop. And so the loops are really easy to use. In fact, they help protect your bands instead of just going around it. So it's just, you just clip it through. It's really a small opening, clip it through, and then you thread the band through there and then clip the loop onto the middle. And so we're going to be using this and leave this open without handles or straps. The next setup that you want is a heavier type of band. So this teal band, the next one down from this one is your red band. I like to go a little heavier here, so you might want to have both just in case. And they clip directly onto the C-rings on the sides here at the very top. And so onto those, you're going to connect an ankle strap, okay, and make it pretty tight as you can. That's going to go around our ankle. So for the middle setup, we're going to use these loops. Connect your loops, like I mentioned, onto these two C-rings, and then go ahead and thread through. I use a lighter band here. So this one is a yellow band, a 3. So you might want to have a 3 and a 5, maybe the one up green, just in case you want it heavier, or even an 8, which is the red. And then onto these, we're going to connect handles. So make sure you guys go ahead and get your FLEXICON set up for success for this workout. So the last piece you're going to need are, if you have loop bands. If not, on the website, you have a complete guide on how to connect these bands across here that we're going to be using for glute bridges. Okay? So that's your setup. If you have to pause it to get set up, go ahead and do that. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So have your water and your towel if you need to. Always take a sip of water. Don't wait for me to give you the cue. And we're going to go ahead and lay on your back, and we're going to take the handles with the middle attachment and lay on your back. Just keep the handles in your hand. We're going to lay down, scooch away from the machine, and keep those handles, one in each hand. Now come into reverse table, which means that your knees are parallel over your hips, in alignment with your hips, and your shins are parallel with the ground. And so arms are up, extended long, and you're not gripping onto the handles very much. So you're going to lift up, chin away from the chest. We're just warming up the core right now. Exhale and bring it down. And if you feel like you need more tension, easy. Just scooch away from the machine a little bit more. Okay? So here we go. We're going to do 10 to warm up. So that's 1. Exhale on the way up. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Keep those arms straight. 8. 9. Belly button to spine. Suck it in. 10. And now the last one, come up and just tiny pulses with the palms down, like that Pilates movement you love. When you do your hundreds and whatever you do, Just keep pulsing those palms down in tiny movements. Feet are flexed or pointed. Chin away from the chest. Keep breathing. Suck the belly button in towards your spine. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Slowly relax your head back down. And this next set, you're going to extend the legs. So it's a bit of a different target. And instead of tabletop, extend the legs out. And for your comfort level, if you're very advanced, then the lower you bring your legs down, the harder it is. So you could either point or flex your feet, whatever suits your comfort. And we're going to do the same thing. So wherever you are with your extension, come up. That's 1. Inhale on the way back. 2. Exhale. Keep the belly button sucked in. 3. 4. Keep those legs strong and long. 5. 6. 7. 8. It's okay if you have to come up if you're down here. 9 and 10. Hold it up and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7. You got this. 6, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring it in, relax, take a breather, roll the knees in little circles, massage out the lower back. Good. Feel that core warming up now. So now what we're going to do is turn around, and we're going to still use these same handles. So prop yourself up on your elbow. However you get up, the safest is what you want to do. So turn around. And now we're going to take the same bands, the same handles, plant your feet flat on the ground, and we're going to slowly articulate your spine down. Good. Inhale on the way down. And when we exhale, I'll just show you for the first one, we're going to open wide. Good. And now articulate the spine down. Leave the arms up, bicep curls. Curl it in. Squeeze those biceps. Push those feet and the lower back down to the ground to keep your lower back safe. Exhale on the way up. Use the leverage of the band and the strength of your chest and shoulders to use that movement wisely. Articulate the spine down. Curl in with your biceps. Good. So now that you got that movement, we're going to do 10. Okay, that's 1 and 1. Exhale on the way up. 2 and 2. Good. Exhale on the way up. Out. Pull it out. 3 and 3. Don't rush it. 4. Articulate that spine down. 4. Open that chest. 5. And 5. 6. And 6. Exhale. 7. Suck that belly button into your spine. Don't let it puff out. And 8. Really open that chest. Lift yourself up. And now roll it down. Squeeze those biceps. And now we got our last one here. Open wide. Curl it down. Curl the biceps in. And let's just do 10 arms up bicep curls. Here we go. 8, 7, suck that belly button in. Push your lower back down as you're doing this. And 5, don't squeeze the handles too much. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let the resistance pull you up. and release the handles slowly so they don't make a mark in your wall. And good. Now shake it out. Relax, take a drink of water. The next set that we have, we're going to go to our lower abs. So we're going to use our larger band with the ankle straps, okay? So here, you're gonna take your head towards the top of the machine and then go ahead and thread that through all the way around your ankle. And it's okay if it's a little loose. If you have little bird legs like me, it'll be a little loose, that's okay. And scoot your body down. And for level 1, these bars are amazing if you need that leverage to push your lower back in and keep your body in a safe position. Otherwise, you can also scoot your body down for you advanced warriors that need more tension. Scoot your body down and then just triangle below your lower back. And as you might guess, we are doing lower ab focus right now. So flex your feet. And again, if you have to adjust it, it's okay. So flex your feet, all legs up all the way, extended, and you're gonna drop your heels quickly and then point your toes at the bottom and slowly lower up with control. Now you're not gonna come all the way up where you lose tension on the band. You're gonna come up to where there's still tension on the band. Flex your feet and drop them. And now point and slowly rise up. We're gonna do 8 more of those. Ready? 8. 7. 6. Push that lower back down. 5. Flex the feet on the way down. Point, lift. 4. Drop it. Raise it up slowly. Resist, resist. 3. Point, lift slowly. 2. Drop them quick. Point, resist that way up. Drop them down. Point, resist it on the way up. And last one, drop them down. And now we're going to point, and instead of lifting, we're going to crisscross. You're not going to cross all the way. You're going to mimic that crisscross on the way up. And now together, drop. So let's make it a little bit faster. Okay? On the way up, we got 8. Inhale. Exhale on the exertion, which is on the way up. And you feel a little oblique action. You feel a little bit of a different movement versus just that standard warm-up. And now scissor all the way up until you don't lose that tension. We got 4. All the way up. Drop the heels. And now resist it all the way up. Last one. Drop the heels and flutter all the way up. Good. And now we're going to take the hands behind the head, fingertips on the sides of the head, and now drop the feet. You could flex the feet here or point, whatever is comfortable for you. And we're going to do tension bicycles. So as fast or as slow as you want to go, but I would encourage you to really squeeze. So there's no point in getting sloppy because you're going to lose your tension and it's going to be all momentum. So be very mindful. In my recommendation, go slow. So we cross, elbow outside the opposite knee. I like flexing my feet and cross the other way. Woo, obliques are on fire. Keep it up, guys. You're doing great. And gals, mostly gals. Here we go, cross. Really extend that foot, cross. Shh. Breathe out. Keep those abs sucked in. And we got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I know it's hard. Take a break when you need to. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good job, guys. Good job. So from here, I always like to take my knees into my chest and massage the lower back because it is working as well. And now from here, we're going to do some hip work. So you can put your little triangle under your hips again, and then take the legs up the wall or just straight up. That's what we call it, legs up the wall pose. And for this one, I recommend pointing your toes, and we're going to go out and make large circles. In fact, this one you might even want to utilize the machine arms. So resist anytime you can. The slower you go, the better. So we want to avoid that arch in the lower back. If you have a arch in the lower back, it means maybe you're taking your legs down too far. Everybody's body's different. So you have to just keep form of utmost importance, because that's what's going to keep you safe. And that's the name of the game with FLEXICON, is we want to make sure that we work hard, get stronger, and keep our body safe. So keep these large circles going for 3 more. 2 and 1. And then you guessed it, we're going in the opposite direction for 10. Open wide, come in, and now we're going out. So once we go one way, we have to go the other way just to make sure, since those ball and socket joints are so important to keep that fluidity in there. So make sure you go both ways. We have 4. Point the toes or flex, whatever's comfortable for you. 2 and last one. Good job with the hip mobility. Excellent, because we're going to be needing that for another exercise later on. Good. So here you can take the straps off while you're on the ground, because we're going to be standing up for the next exercise. So again, if it's best for you, this is what's so great. If you need help getting up, you can push against the machine and give yourself a little boost there. Take a sip of water and come into standing position. And we're going to go ahead and grab the handles from the midpoint again. And right here, we're going to take the 1 step back. So a bit of a lunge. Make sure you have resistance. And we're just going to open. Make sure these reverse flies, you're not reversing past your shoulder. So just go to shoulder, not past shoulder. So if it's too light, add resistance. Keep your abs in, chest proud, and go slow and steady. And we're doing 5 more. So all together, you're doing about 10 or 12 chest flies, reverse flies. 4, back together. 3, back together. 2. Last one. You got it. Good. Now come up together. So still have tension on the band. Feet are together. And you're going to hold your elbows to your rib cage. And you're going to just extend the tricep. So bring it up and extend it back. So squeeze your tricep and from a standing position. Bring it up to a 90 degree and then squeeze. Okay, we have 10 more. Let's go. Bring it up. Exhale on the squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Really squeeze. Really feel that resistance as you pull it back and down and squeeze behind you. Good. 4. Exhale on the exertion. 3. Keep those abs in. 2. Squeeze those triceps. Last one, and leave it there, and we're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So let it go. You could stretch it out here if that feels good for you. Awesome job. So for the next, we're going to keep the handles together. So grasp your hands around both handles. So you're grabbing them together in both hands. And we're going to take our right leg back. So firmly plant that left foot and step back with the right leg. Make sure that front knee doesn't pass the toe. And we're taking reverse lunges here. So we're going down and up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on that last one, hold it down here and pulse for 10 tiny, tiny movements here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, I know it's burning, 3, 2, 1. Good. Just shake that leg out. And now we got the other side. So plant the foot, the right foot this time, and the left leg goes back. Step it back. Big step back so that that front knee doesn't pass your toe. And squeeze on the way up. Okay, we got 10. Abs in, chest proud. 8, 7, really squeeze on the way up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And remember, hold it at the bottom and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Shake it out. Woo! Thighs, quads. Good. Relax those handles down and shake it out. Get a sip of water. You guys are doing awesome. Okay, so now we're going into some glute bridges. And for these, you could either use in the instructional video, you could use the body elastic bands, or if you have loop bands, you could use these, which is what I like. So you just take them over the C-ring and then do the same thing on the other side. And a little tension here so you get it around that first peg and there. Now it's nice and tight. And so we're going to come around, and instead of these handles that we used for the middle part band, we're going to switch them to the band that you attached on top, whether it's the red or the green or the purple, depending on where your strength level is. So we're clipping those here. So keep them in your hand as you come down so that you have them. And now we're going to get ourselves underneath this band. Instead of having those clunky weights for glute bridges on your pelvic region, it's just a nice tension set with the band. Way more effective in my opinion. And what we're going to do is take the handles, one in each hand, take your feet hip distance apart. So as your hips go up, squeeze your glutes. And as your hips go up, you're going to pull your elbows down for that high row. And then as you go down, the arms go up. So let's do it together. Lift up and down. So this is great for your brain because of the coordination as well as your body. So push into the feet, squeeze the glutes, and then exhale. Good. Extend the arms out and then reach up. So let's do 8 more of those. And if your elbows are hitting the bars, you just move down a little bit here so that there's plenty of room with the FLEXICON. Good. Lift the hips, squeeze the glutes, pull the elbows down, extend up and lower. Lower as you extend the arms. We have 5 more. Squeeze the glutes, push into the feet. Exhale on the exertion. And 3 more. Squeeze and lift. 2 more. Good job. Last one. And we're going to hold it up and pulse your hips, keeping that extension for 3, 2, 1. Good. Slowly lower down. Okay, so from here, you're going to take your soles of your feet together for a frog glute bridge. Remember, it's easy to let that lower back arch, so push it down into the ground as you're in this position, and you're going to go out for a fly, a frog and a fly. So as our arms come out, the hips lift up. Good. So let's do 10 of these. 9. Go as slow as you need to go. 8. 7. Building strength. 6. Exhale on the exertion. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Now bring the hands back together. Keep your hips up high and pulse for 10 here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly lower down. And we have 1 more, which is going to be your sumo glute bridge. So feet come outside the mat, heels in, toes out slightly. And we're just going to simply pull the arms down for a back row. And the elbows are going to come to the floor with control as your hips go up. Okay, so you're in that sumo glute bridge. So as your hips come up and you squeeze your glutes, your elbows come to the floor. Keep that position and now slowly lower. Let's do 10. Lower slowly. 9. 8. Don't forget to breathe. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Good job. Keep it going. 2. And 1, hold it. Hold the elbows down, hold the hips up high, and pulse your hips for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly articulate your spine down. Don't slingshot the bands up. Slowly release them. I guess they slingshot anyway. Slowly release them. And now from here, we're just going to scooch yourself back out from the band. See sweat on that already. And now take 1 out so that you give yourself some room to stretch. You guys did amazing. I hope you had a great workout. Now, lower down on your back. Cross your right leg over your left. Flex the foot. And maybe you need a strap or a towel, but bring that leg in and push slightly out here. Really stretching that right glute out. We did a lot of work on our glutes today with the lunges. And with the glute bridges. Good. Release and switch sides. Left leg goes over. Pull in the right knee to your comfort level. Maybe you need a strap or a towel. Whether you go through the leg or on top, it depends on your flexibility level. What we're trying to get is that stretch in the left glute. So maybe you need to push it out a little bit, but keep that foot flexed. Keep both feet flexed, really. Inhale, exhale. Good job. And now we're going to take a spinal twist. So take the right leg, cross it over your left. And now drop the knees to the right. You might want to scoot your hips over a little bit. Look over to the left. Little spinal twist here. Let gravity pull your shoulder down and your knees down at the same time. Deep inhale. Exhale. And now you're going to switch your legs. Left leg comes over the right. Hips scooch over to the right. And let your legs fall over to the left. Look over to the right. And just let gravity drop your shoulder and your knees. Nice spinal twist here. Deep breath. Bringing it back to center. And now knees come in and rock and roll yourself up so your legs can extend. Flex your feet. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale over the legs. Even if you have to bend your knees, that's good. Try to keep your spine straight. Nice and long, chin away from chest, and just drop your chest down to your thighs and slowly try to start to straighten your legs, flexing your feet, and slowly drop your head, rounding your spine, stretching out the back, the neck, the quads, the hamstrings rather. Good. One more breath here. Slowly, slowly lift up. And our last stretch for hip flexors, because we used a lot of those, it's coming to a lunge position, one knee down, one knee in front, and slowly lean forward here, making sure the knee doesn't pass the toes too much. We really stretched, we used a lot of hip flexors, so we want to make sure those don't get too tight, otherwise your lower back will hurt. And we stretch that out for 3, 2, 1. Good. And other one. There we go. And lean into it. Deep breath here. Exhale out. Feel that nice stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. And you guys did great. We did glutes, we did tris, we did chest, we did hips, and you guys did great. So hope you enjoyed your workout. See you next time for the next long and lean.